you're perfectly safe here. However weird Philip is, he can't walk through walls.
Then what's the matter with me? If I'm imagining this sort of stuff, doesn't that make me weird too?
Of course it doesn't. Flowers? That's good.
Oh, they're gorgeous. You didn't have to. I love them though. Thanks.
Is there anything wrong?
I hope not. Alison, it's me.
But he's been here. He's been in there.
Why, are you sure? Are you sure?
I'm not lying this time. Look.
How the hell did he get in here?
Thanks.
It's okay, Ellie. He's gone now. He's gone.
I just want to get...
No, Ellie, don't. The police are going to want to see exactly what he's done. There might be fingerprints or something. Come on.
Police, no. What can they do? Last time they...
The last time, there was nothing definite to show them, and this time there is. I'm going to make damn sure they do something about it.
Peter, see what this guy wants, what he wants, and
Just
what...
try not to think about it. Look, Ellie, look, I know this is really frightening for you at the moment, but it's going to be over soon. I'm not going to let anything happen to you, I promise. No, I want to call the police now, Ellie. Do you think you can face talking to them?
Chris!
So fast. Carrie and I were talking, and the next minute she's arrested for murder.
It couldn't happen to a nicer person.
Steve?
It's a joke. Look, who's going to actually believe that Carrie killed a patient?
Well, they must have found evidence, or they wouldn't have arrested her.
You don't believe she did it?
I don't know.
Well, you know what Carrie said about euthanasia. She hates the idea.
Actually, what she said was that it was dangerous to talk about. Doesn't mean she wouldn't do it.
I don't believe that for 1 second.
Well, I'm not so sure. I've had trouble with the police before. I heard a detective say so. Maybe she killed someone else, too.
Oh, Carrie Burton hasn't killed anyone. If she is involved, which I sincerely doubt, all we could accuse her of is granting Eddie a merciful release. And I know that's what he wanted.
Well, that's all very well. But I don't hold with this euthanasia business. Life's a gift. It's up to the Lord to take it away when he sees fit. That's what the Pope says.
Yeah, when was the last time the Pope nursed a quadriplegic Marge?
You don't believe she did do it, do you? Out of compassion, I mean.
Mark, you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, and I suppose you do.
As a matter of fact, Carrie told me about the previous investigation. She was never even...
You see, I told you so.
Whatever happened, it's got nothing to do with the present case.
Well, I think we've got a right to know.
Marge, Carrie Burton for me. I need to speak to her urgently.
I can't do that, Dr. Mckenna.
And why not?
He's gone. He's really gone this time.
Why did you chase him like that?
He was in my house. After everything he's done, of course I'm going to chase him.
But if you caught him, what would you do?
Make damn sure he didn't try a stunt like that again.
He's dangerous, Chris. He's crazy. Just leave him to the police, okay?
That's exactly what I intend to do. I've got his license plate number. They can trace him now. No more stuffing around.
Hey, guess what? They arrested Burton about an hour ago.
You're joking.
Well, I suppose they know what they're doing. Look, sorry about what I said. The cops just put me on the spot.
Yeah, I understand, I guess.
I mean, I didn't want to dob you in it. It's... I should have just kept my big mouth shut.
Look, I guess in cases like these, everyone's a suspect. I wouldn't have picked Carrie, though.
Well, Steve reckons it's a screw-up.
What did he say?
Just that she's not the type, and she didn't have a lot to do with Eddie, not like you.
Like you and me.
Horny thinks they'll figure out that she's innocent sooner or later.
What'll happen when they let her go?
They'll go back to looking at us again, I suppose.
How did you get on with the lawyer for Carrie?
Done.
Good.
Yeah, I'm just going down there now.
Before you go, Claire put on her final invoice. If you sign the check now, I'll get it off to her. And we can all get some sleep.
Don't know how long I'll be with Carrie. So you better cancel those 2 appointments this afternoon.
3? What about the board meeting?
That'll have to wait. Oh, phone Andrea. Tell her I'll meet her at the restaurant at 9.
Since when have I been your social secretary? Take your cell phone.
This is business. She's working on that PR project for us. Oh, and that reminds me, you're busy tonight.
Not especially. Why?
There's the mail out. Any chance of working back to get it underway?
No, there isn't. I want to spend some time with Nick tonight. Give Carrie my regards.
Look at the syringe, please, Miss Burton. Is this the one you claim to have found in the examination room bin?
I can't tell. A syringe is a syringe.
Yes, but this one has your fingerprints on it.
Then it must be the one I picked up.
Or the one you used to murder Eddie Tarlett.
I'm not stupid, Detective Sergeant. If I'd killed Eddie, I'd hardly dump the evidence in the sharps bin.
Are the staff at the clinic in the habit of leaving needles lying about?
Of course not.
It's an unusual occurrence, then.
Yes, it is.
But not unusual enough to report to the police, despite the fact that a patient had died of an insulin overdose.
At that point, I didn't know the patient had died or how. The syringe wasn't relevant.
Carrie, we both remember the incident at the Riverview all those years ago. Another terminally ill patient, an overdose of morphine. Cause of death never established. Key information withheld. And others.
I've nursed dozens of terminally ill patients over the years. Are you saying I'm responsible for their deaths?
Vivian Rice, August 1989, Shortland Street, died under your care.
Oh, Mrs. Rice, she was 87. She'd had bowel cancer for years.
More recently, Carl Gregory, dead, no autopsy, again your patient.
As far as I can remember, that was leukemia. We did everything we could to save him. We're not miracle workers, Sergeant.
Let me ask you something then. In your opinion as a professional, do you see these deaths as a merciful release?
Some cases, yes.
And the patient at Riverview?
Yes.
Are you quite sure you don't see yourself as an angel of mercy?
I'm trained to save lives, not put a stop to them, whatever the circumstances.
Even though you nursed your mother through a very painful illness until her death for how long? Nearly a year, wasn't it? That must have influenced your view of euthanasia.
I don't.
Interview suspended.
Detective Sergeant Gregg?
Yes.
Yes, I'm James Webber. I'm representing Miss Burton. That's all right, Michael Mckenna contacted me about you. You realise that none of the information gathered during this interview will be admissible. After all, my client was unrepresented at the time.
Don't try that on me, Mr. Webber. Miss Burton chose to speak with us.
And now she chooses not to. Isn't that right, Miss Burton?
It isn't right. It's $10 more than I paid last time.
Oh, I'm sorry, love. I know it's expensive, but...
Why has it gone up?
Oh, Kirsty, could you explain the new charges to Moana?
Gladly, Mayor. I'm in here all the time. I know what I'm supposed to pay. Actually, the clinic sets the fees, Moana. Dr. Fleming has been giving you a discount on recent visits. Obviously, she's chosen not to continue doing so. What's up with her, then? That's bloody unfair. I'm on a benefit too, kids, no old man. I'm sure the doctor took that into consideration.
Ripping off the beneficiaries, eh? You get their fees from the government, don't you?
Yes, but running a clinic like this is very expensive. That's not my fault.
You want to see that Mary fella, Dr. Ropata? He gives mates, right?
I'm sure that's not true. I'm seeing him in future then, and I'm not paying this bill. You'll have to. And we don't make appointments for specific doctors. It's against our clinic policy. Bugger clinic policy. I've got rights.
Damn straight.
Rosalind, I haven't got all day. When can I see Carrie?
No, it's not possible at the moment, I'm afraid. She's still being interviewed.
Well, how much longer will she be?
A while. But since you're here, perhaps you and I can have a chat. It might help speed things up.
On or off the record?
Off.
So what do you want to know?
Do you always organise legal representation for your staff? It's a very generous gesture.
She's a good colleague. She deserves the support.
You two have known each other for a while now.
6, 7 years?
I must admit I was surprised when I walked into Shortland Street to find you two working together again.
She's an excellent nurse. When we opened the clinic, I offered her a job.
You're very loyal. For a colleague. Is that really all you are after all these years, just colleagues?
We're friends, naturally.
Naturally. No more than that?
No.
Nevertheless, friends enough to cover for each other when the going gets tough.
What do you mean?
The missing drug inventory at Riverview. I haven't forgotten that you were less than helpful. I hope you're telling me everything you know this time, because this time I want a conviction.
Come on, Ali. Cheer up. You heard what the police said. He's as good as in the lockup now.
And he probably would have been a damn sight sooner if you told me the truth about those flowers.
What?
I would have gone to the police days ago, Chris. None of this would have happened.
I thought you were upset enough without adding to your problems.
What you thought was that I was off my head. The whole time Philip's been harassing me, you've just ignored it, or you've tried to humour me.
I've been trying to calm you down. You have to admit you've been acting pretty crazy.
I'm not the one who's crazy. Philip's crazy.
I know that now, but the way you were behaving...
You didn't believe me, did you? An hysterical female, that's what you thought. What does it say about your respect for me as a person?
Alison, you're being unreasonable. Look, I know you've been through a lot of time, but so
don't
have I.
patronise me, Chris. Just don't, all right?
Who is it?
Oh, your mate, Ropata. I hope I'm not disturbing you.
No, it's fine. Come in.
You're certain? The light was on. You said I was welcome.
It's a bit late.
Yeah, I know. I've been out being spontaneous. Have you got a drink?
I'll get you some coffee.
No. I don't want a coffee. I want another drink.
I'll get it. You sit down before you fall down.
She told me to get lost, you know.
Clear.
Despises me. Never loved me. Thinks I'm weak. You think I'm weak, Fleming?
No, of course not.
No sense of adventure, she said. No ambition. It's boring. Thinks I'm not passionate enough. Did you think that? I was okay with you, wasn't I?
Let's drop that subject, please.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Look, I better go. Hey, this thing's got too many pockets.
No, I think you'd better stay here. You can sleep on the couch.
No.
Yes. Come on, give me a jacket.
You're very sweet. Very kind.
Come on, lie down. And the shoes.
Why are you so kind? Claire's not kind.
Go to sleep, honey. Forget about Claire.
But I loved her. The bitch.
Carrie.
Michael, thanks for coming.
I've been here for hours, but they wouldn't let me see you. You can leave now. Sergeant Gregg has given permission, I assure you.
Thanks for arranging the lawyer.
Oh, it's the least I could do. How are you?
Very tired. Gregg and her endless questions.
Yeah, I know. She grilled me too. Practically accused us of a cover-up at Riverview.
The missing drugs inventory.
Yeah, she's got this knack of making you feel instantly guilty.
She's good at her job. You don't think they'll try and reopen the case, do you?
Well, I doubt it. There never was any hard evidence against you.
No. Not like this time. I didn't tell her anything about us, Al.
Thanks.
I'm scared, Michael. Really scared.
Yeah, I know. But you're nearly through. I've spoken to James. He's arranged a court appearance for tomorrow morning. Bail will be set and then you'll be free.
Free?
Honey, I'll put some coffee on. I think you're going to need it when you see what my 10-year-old's like first thing in the morning. Oh, how's that for gratitude?
Now, you get all the rest you can, and James will be in touch to start planning your defense.
Thank you, Michael, for everything.
It's not entirely without self-interest, you know.
Is it ever?
Carrie, what happened? Are you all right?
I've been formally charged with murder and released on bail. Michael arranged everything.
Oh, God. Is there anything I can do?
Do you think you could keep Andrew quiet this morning? I'm exhausted.
Of course. Carrie, I just want you to know I'm absolutely confident that you had nothing to do with Eddie's death.
Do you feel like telling Detective Sergeant Gregg that?
Well, the police have got to be wrong. I'm sure it'll work itself out.
I'm not. The syringe used to kill Eddie had my fingerprints on it. To quote my old maths teacher, QED. I killed Eddie Tarley.
Morning, Chris. Have you seen Hone yet today?
No, but I have seen the theatre schedule. Bumped up your quota of elective surgeries considerably, haven't you?
Do you have a problem with that?
And Marge tells me you're charging full rates for clinic visits. Aiming for top money spinner this month.
I do have a child to support.
Which justifies tossing out your much-touted principles.
At least I had some to begin with, unlike others.
Why didn't you wake me this morning? I was really late for my shift.
Oh, I thought if I let you sleep in a bit more, you might be in a better mood this morning. Besides, you're beautiful when you're dreaming.
Don't you try and soft-soap me, Chris Warner. I'm still angry with you. You used this business with Philip to get me to move in with you.
I didn't. I was genuinely concerned about your safety, and I still am. Well, I've already organised to have all the locks changed. I've asked the caretaker to keep an eye out. I'm even thinking of hiring private security people. Would I go to all that trouble if I didn't care?
Oh, you'd do anything to get what you want.
Claire, Meredith Fleming here. Is Hone there with you? Well, it's just that I'm a bit concerned about... Oh, that woman!
You don't know the half of it.
Dr. Fleming, you've got a patient waiting.
Oh, I'm on my way. Well, what seems to be the problem?
The bill.
Yes, I'm sorry, it is correct. Dr. Fleming shouldn't be too much longer.
Hello, Leslie. How's young Derek?
He's fine at the moment, but I just received your bill for his last visit, and I'm not at all happy. I did try to explain.
Look, every time Derek gets a cold, it goes to his chest and he ends up here. That's about $120 a year at the moment. Now it'll be closer to $400, and that's not counting all his asthma drugs. I can't afford that.
But I've told her she can claim it back on her insurance.
Who can afford insurance? I'm a single mother. I work shifts as a machine operator. A third of my wage goes on childcare.
Poor love.
Another third on rent. What's left over is supposed to clothe and feed 2 people and pay medical expenses for a chronically asthmatic child. We're lucky if we eat meat twice a week.
Oh, yes, I do understand your circumstances. Make out an amended bill for Leslie, no charge. And we'll go back to the original arrangement for future visits.
Yes, thank you. I'm very grateful.
Dr. Fleming, I can't allow this change. Dr. Mckenna's instructions were quite explicit.
Then I'll take it up with him. Not some jumped-up junior receptionist who's prepared to put profits ahead of patient care.
Ian, g'day, it's me, Sam Malini. Yeah, the office said I might be able to find you there. How you doing? Yeah, I went to see Eddie's father off at the airport yesterday. That's why I'm calling. He, left some of Eddie's things for you. Thought you might like them. Hey, man, you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. How about you?
I'm hanging in there.
Those cops still all over the clinic?
Nah, they made an arrest yesterday.
Yeah? Who?
Oh, Miss Burton.
You reckon she did it?
I don't know. Can't believe it, really, but they found a syringe with their fingerprints all over it.
Look, I'd better go. Can I pick Eddie's things up from the clinic? Maybe later on in the week?
No problems. I'll bring them in.
Okay. See you soon then.
Ciao. Take it easy.
Alison, the police just called.
Has it got to do with Burton being arrested?
No, that creep Philip, the one who's been hassling me.
Still?
Not anymore. They've just picked him up.
Oh, thank God. How did they get him?
Well, I got his registration number, remember? The guy was wacko enough to keep driving his car.
What, has he been charged?
Not until tomorrow. The police want you to come in before then. They can get him for breaking and entering because we actually saw him in the house. But if they're going to do him for burglary, well, you'll have to identify some undies they found in his car.
Undies? Hey? What's going on here, girl?
It's too disgusting, Jackie. You don't want to know.
Running a bit late this morning, honey? Meredith's looking for you. She's with a patient in 2. Well, a broken heart's no excuse for bad manners, Dr. Robert.
Have this filled and see how you go.
Thank you, Doctor.
Oh, and be sure to tell reception this visit is to be charged at the old rate. Make sure they understand.
Oh, great. Thank you, Doctor.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, where have you been? I was worried about you when you vanished off my couch. I rang Claire, but she...
Stuff, Claire. I got my own life. I don't need her. Got my work.
You've been drinking again.
Yep. I'm perfectly okay, though.
Oh, I can see that. Come on, we better get some coffee into you.
Okay. Irish coffee, plenty of whiskey.
Will you shut up before you get us both into trouble?
Yeah, I don't want to get us in trouble.
Oh, God.
What happened?
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost it seems. I think a change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another place. Just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see. Shortland Street.
This program was made with the help of your broadcasting fee, so you can see more of New Zealand on air.